8 months, and they're starting to prove that now.
Yeah, they are. The consistency is definitely looking pretty good right now. I mean, it's a very limited sample size, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Evil Genius is going to be starting on the T side and FaZe on the CT side, his second map. And it's going to be USPs all across the board. And I'm looking for a P250 and not... Oh, there's one on Breeze. I like that. That's all I wanted. Just that one pistol.
We'll see. He had a relatively quiet game on Nuke. We'll see if he can pick things up here. Him and Cirque going to have a delayed play out of long. It's mostly Rain alone in pit. Olaf can help from car, but it's not a great amount of help, especially if he gets pinned down.
Well, here's the thing, though. You need to shut down Rain quickly, because if you give him, like, even another couple of chances, he'll wreck your whole team.
Well, even Nico can stay pretty isolated from this catwalk attack and actually look out towards long, so there's a chance that FaZe can just completely shut this down, but I think Olaf is going to have a huge part to play.
Yeah, he can just look a little bit to his left, and he's going to have a chance. Oh, Rain caught out in the open, and that's a problem. He evacuates that pit, and then there's no safety. And that actually means Olaf has to get out and dodge. Nico, one headshot, and Olaf with the follow-up, and somehow they escape into the bomb site and escape that triple push that's coming up long. A flashbang to set up for some more peaks, but they actually stand on top of each other, and that could be a bit of an issue. Cold Zero will get one headshot there, shutting down the P250, and then the follow-up is there, and Nico continuing exactly where he left off. Another multi-kill to add to himself here in this series.
Yeah, but that was kind of an ugly pistol. Rain got lured out of pit way too early, and that's something that you don't usually see out of those pit anchor players. They're normally a little bit smarter about that one, but just that little bit of pressure from catwalk. Because I mean, listen, it's either going to be heavy play on catwalk or it's going to be a split towards TA bomb site. So it's like coming out of pit is really, really dangerous. That pistol round could have been lost by FaZe a number of times throughout that round. But as you said, some great effort from Nico to pull them right back into it. Cold Zera as well, rotating over at the perfect time.
Yeah, that was, I agree. It was definitely not a...
And here's this pairing towards the B bomb site of Dust2, Cold Zera and Brokey. We've had a lot of, there's been some discussion about that. Yanko referencing it in interviews, or in a interview from Copenhagen. Talking about how important that pairing has been, and it's looked great.
Yeah, like honestly, that's just... Seems like it's such a strange thing to have such a young player play against, up against someone like Cold Zero, but
I think it's phenomenal.
Fantastically well.
Yeah, we can get into it after this round, but I think it's a phenomenal thing to have. Flashbangs, utility being thrown from catwalk. Nico and Rain gonna back away towards long. Wow. Nico's got to be careful. Somehow didn't even realize they were already into the bomb site. This is another sketchy round. Nico's brought down low. That's a great no scope, quick scope, whatever it was, tag for Olaf to finish him off, and I think FaZe can have clawed themselves back into this.
I can't believe he actually lived through that. Ethan now getting within one-shot range with a P250. This is not a bad idea. And they're setting up for a bit of a retake. The flashbang, he's in a perfect position for it. Fires the gun a bit too soon, but it doesn't matter. He's still going to get the kill. And now they're jumping in front of him. He's trying to see if he can get... Oh my god, what a great shot. Almost was enough. But Nico will get a kill at the end there. And they'll end up winning the round. They have the kit, so...
Listen, this Cold Zera Brokey, I want to touch on that. Just because what a huge benefit that most other young players coming into teams like this don't get, especially when we just talked about how focused and how much preparation and how how much Cold Zera practices and just kind of is like almost like mechanical. He wants to know his protocols. He wants to know what's coming. He wants to know he's going to be doing next. I mean, that's a huge benefit for young players who are learning to adapt in so many different ways to this level of professional Counter-Strike. To be able to have set plans with one of the best players in the world, with someone who needs that and wants that to thrive, like that's an incredible benefit for Brokey.
Yeah, and even we talked about the sort of work ethic that's in the mind of Cold Zera, and surely that is infectious when if you're Brokey playing next to him and you just know how much he's put into it. You almost have to
you better match that.
You're not going to let him down, right? So. Yeah, a lot of fun could happen just with that combo. Yeah, there's so many good storylines going on right now. EG, though, are building, or trying at least, to build a story of their own, which is just having a say in this game right now. Third round up, and now they have rifles, a fair few of them. They also still have the Scout of the Mac 10, so it's not completely flawless in this round. And oh my god, Stanislaw just not ready for that position. And now the problem is more people are showing up, and they're doing real damage too. There's Nico with the AUG to take down Breeze. And it's a 4 versus 3. The bomb is up there, and they're going to be putting it down right away. But there is a smoke on Brokey, so he's actually maybe wrapping around long. I was going to say, how do they stop the defuse if it's behind that box?
Well, Brokey and Cold Going to come out the long cave. They need to turn this corner. Brokey can have that flash. Cirque coming back for it. But remember, it's just a scout. He's brought down low. He cannot have this fight. Follow-up flashbang is there as well. Shot baited out. He sees 2 more at railing. They're going to hold this for coldzera, but now comes the cat split with Rain, and they lose their battles, but Rain can double them up, and he does it. They do line up low HP, and he's got the defuse.
That is so outrageous. They managed to evade the, by far and away, the harder fight in that one, just getting wrapped on long there, but at the end, just doubling up. And I wonder if they just stayed hidden. Would that have been evidence? I know they have no time to even make that call, but that's kind of devastating. 1 versus 2. Oh, man.
That's painful. He's just tapping away, and he's just hoping they peek into it, and he gets both of them. Well, that's between that and the pistol. Those are some rough losses for EG to take in this opening map. Timing from Nico. He's completely blind, and he's still got it. Krieg is recycled over to Cirque, but man down situation for EG, and they don't have a lot of utility. Yeah,
they don't, and you know, that was a 1-on-2 like we said, so they need to do more damage in this round, EG, as well. I mean, preferably if they win it, they could really shut down FaZe here, but the defense is looking so tight at the moment. The smoke in the door, coldzera up in the window, taking a kill, and now sandwiched in there is Cirque. He's going to get the kill on Rain, and that's great news, but is it enough here? 2-on-2, and actually a pretty good comeback into this round for EG, all things considered. Now Nico dropping the AWP to pick up the Krieg instead.
Look at the utility on the CT side. They have smokes. Certainly you're going to think Terraka's going to get smoked off in halls. They have a Molotov for the back right if they want to clear that out. And Olaf, with 2 kits, they can wait for this smoke to clear, but this is going to be a difficult retake.
Yeah, definitely will be. Smoke at the back, just a position they don't have to check. And now setting up with 1 more flashbang, and surely that's going to be the word go. Stan can't see a single thing, and Tarek has to run away, but he can't. Nico will find him through the smoke, and that will be another 1 versus 2, being won at the end there, this time by Nico and FaZe. Oh, look at Yanko. He's very excited.
I was trying to listen to him, and oh,
I love it.
Listen, he shouldn't be getting too excited just yet. You do like to see things like that, but his team is...
I don't know. You know what?
Yeah, screw it. Listen, they're hurting for cash, which is why I say that. Not that you shouldn't be excited about the win and a nice retake on a bomb site that's not easy to retake. And obviously, they've shown some very good teamwork, but look at the money on the CT side. It's not pretty whatsoever. And EG, they've been grinding for this kind of a situation, and FaZe at some point is going to have to win a round clean. It might not be this one. Brokey's going to get tested. 4 players in the upper dark at the moment for EG.
I don't know, though. Like, celebrate when you can, right? Brokey up close for the UMP. Would have been a beautiful double spray down if it could have worked. That's a difficult thing to make work when you've only got the UMP. It just doesn't have a high rate of fire, and it's not going to be mowing down that many people. So great call out of EG.
Yeah, I like the call as well. Go towards that B-bomb site. We know how difficult it is to retake. You know you've got to have the money low. So even when you do get in here, they can't possibly have a whole lot of nades for the retake, and they don't even want to do it. Rain and coldzera are going to have to back away. Nico and Olaf already booking their way towards pit. Stanislaw knows it as well. It's going to be that first round for EG, and just by virtue of a save, do FaZe have money to fight with in the next round? But, ooh, Stanislaw could take so much away from them. Again, just barely missing out on the timing.
Yeah, a little bit of noise. I don't know if Stanislaw heard that up on catwalk, but Cold is leaving himself behind with the M4. Ethan spotting him, but pretty quick to get that one. Cirque is right behind him. And he's going to try and see if he can run for it. He's getting shot at the back, and they lose 1 more player. Cold will eventually go down, so they lose an additional rifle. And Rain only gets to save the MP9. So that's a pretty good round out of EG. Not just winning it, but, you know, taking at least a little bit away from a FaZe team that is economically pretty close to the edge.
Yes. And we'll have to see what the decision is out of FaZe. Deagle picked up by coldzera, Deagle picked up by Brokey.
Now they're keeping that all out of the hands of Nico or,
or
really anyone else, yeah. Which in itself is, like, that's the first step in the right direction, you have to imagine.
Yeah, despite some of the close losses, it's a pretty decent position for EG to be in at the moment. But remember, on Nuke, one of these rounds swung in the favor of FaZe. That was with mostly Deagles. This time they have some pretty powerful weapons alongside the Deagles, so very dangerous round, especially considering FaZe has already shrunk the map by a third. They're clearing out upper dark, they're going to clear out lower dark. All they have to worry about is mid and long. That's a great pop flash, but
Wow.
It doesn't net a kill for Rain, which is a bit rough to deal with. And now the range out towards long, how do you fight against this? Olaf with just an SMG.
I don't know. That's going to have to be just the wildest MP9 we've ever seen for this to really work out. He's got the smoke up, but they know he's playing behind it, and he's going to go down easy. You even see the shots coming through at long, just, you know, randomly being shot through. So, not much of a chance in this round here. At least, well, they get a late kill there with the Molotov. Don't think it's going to make a difference.
No, they're not going to go for it. Brokey's already backed off with the M4. So it'll be 4-2.
See, Jason, this is why you celebrate when you get the chance, because, you know.
Yeah.
Just got to get that in there.
I see you're scared of Yanko. You're scared of him listening in after the fact, and you don't want to get in a fight. You're weak, Anders.
You know what?
All that time in the gym, and you can't even stand up.
Yeah, that's a good point, but you know what? I've seen Yanko in the gym too, and he's you know, he goes pretty hard.
Okay.
And he's Serbian. I've just been reading about the Serbians in World War I. You know, they're
yeah. You don't want to mess with them.
No, they're crazy. So yeah, no, just
so you are
early.
Okay.
You know, get the champagne, Henry, lock the doors, got it all going on. It's yeah, it's a very, very rough start for EG, but you have to admire the patience and the grit to stick in this. Like, they knew that every round was down to a 1-on-1, a 1-on-2. They knew that they had them right at the edge. They kept fighting. They went for that B push, like, that just called that through the smoke, and it works. It actually pays off, and now they're in a pretty good position to actually turn this around.
And I hope we don't see FaZe invest a whole lot into this round. I think the biggest thing that they can get going for themselves is the money behind this. They have a Galil, they have an M4, and I just hope that doesn't bait them into some kind of a full investment across the board. Some deagles are picked up, some utility, so I think we're kind of we're free from that danger. And we'll have to see when FaZe start getting more of that money flowing in their favor. We're going to see the double op setup. How are we going to see this defense change and adapt?
Bit of a timeout coming to an end right here. And if you are just sort of happy to be joining us right now, there's so much more Counter-Strike to come throughout the day, both on this and the B stream, so you definitely want to be sticking around. So many great games coming up.
If coldzera can win these fights with a Galil, that would be so impressive. He's got the first and just holding. He wants the challenge. He wants Ethan to come in. There's a pop flash. Oh, and he mistimed the peek. That's a bit brutal coming from CT spawn, which is going to let Ethan know where they are. But look at this flank. Olaf is just barely missing the information, but so many people. Two coming down mid. Olaf coming down from T spawn. And this is a very weird round. Actually, FaZe could find an advantage after this.
Yeah, they could, but they might still not be able to retake it. So there was nobody defending B at all.
He's here so quick, though. They have no idea. Oh, and he's giving it up. He's giving it up. He heard the footsteps coming, and he lost his nerve just a little bit. But Tarek's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he is. They have one flashbang. That's on Nico somewhere else. Brokey gonna go for the repeak, and that's huge. They've got them locked in the B bomb site, but now Krieg versus M4 at this range. Yeah, the Krieg is gonna come out on top almost every single time. And Breeze hitting headshots, and I mean, he's again. I even think, like, even though that last game wasn't, you know, the standard Breeze game, he wasn't doing badly. He was still doing pretty well. It's just that if he plays up to his own level on this map, that could well be the difference for EG.
Well, here's the other problem. If you're FaZe, they had two of those peaks with pop flashes. That one right there, look, it's blinded Brokey. That's a team flash. Yeah. We saw a team flash earlier when coldzera wanted to take the battle against Ethan in middle. That blinded him as well. So two team flashes, but good movement across the map for FaZe to even have a chance in that round. One AWP back in the hands of Nico. He's got that at the A bomb site.
Very lacking on the utility, though. Olaf Meister close. Oh, God, they lined up. That could have been an absolute disaster. Nico will still pick up a kill through the smoke, I'm guessing. Stanislaw going down, and they want to try and see if they can hunt, but Rain is down here waiting. They don't even check. They've already encountered two people along. They're not expecting a third, and this lineup, oh, this is devastating. Rain almost letting one go. He turns around for it, and this time it's beautiful. A double for him, and, well, just a question of time. There's the triple for the Norwegian player. That was so well played.
I think you're exactly right. The fact that Nico gets one kill through the smoke with the AWP, they're like, that's the second player. He just takes that kill and backs away. They thought that was the long defense, and boy, were they wrong.
What is Chef Zero?
What was the thing?
I didn't even get to read it. I saw the meme.
Okay.
I actually only read memes now. I forgot how to do like normal reading, so just do all my reading in memes.
That's not good.
No, but
I mean, it does, you know, make sense.
Oh!
Nice
you
tag.
get that shot.
Yeah, he did. That little rat. He's gotten it. Rain down to 47. Ooh, here we go. Olaf and Nico once again, but the timing one more time might be a little awkward as Nico peeks into it. It's only awkward for EG. Ooh, he misses the second follow-up though, and now Olaf's in a lot of trouble. There's an AWP recovered on Breeze. Stanislaw has one as well, and Olaf has to survive. He's got no backup coming, and now the mid play, it's punished. Rain pushing through the double doors, and oh my god, if you're FaZe, you've got to be so stressed.
Yes, this seems really not necessary, especially that sort of sticking around for the second kill of Nico over there. Just not much to be gained there. Stanislaw goes down, so that's something. A bit of a re-peek as Ethan gets dropped as well. And coldzera holding his own inside of the bomb side. He's going to go for the peek right then and there. There was a flashbang, but it's very, very shallow. Not even close to being far enough in. Brokey, I think lucky to be alive. If they'd gone for the fight, maybe they would have come out on top there. 40 seconds for a 2-on-2. And they're scrambling to get back to A. Brokey in the middle now. I think they know that this is a rotation, and now they definitely hear it.
Well, Tarek with, oh lord, that's an awkward timing. Olaf not ready for the fight. Tarek has the intel. Bree's going to come through long, but I think Tarek wants to force the issue. No, he's going to wait. This is great. This is actually so smart from Tarek. Brokey's coming on the flank though, and Olaf uses the box perfectly. And Tarek, he's in so much trouble. He's going to go down. The off shot doesn't land. That had to be a kill. 15 seconds on the clock, and the AWP is recovered. That was just a second or two away from being a very solid play from EG to get a win.
Yeah, there's a question of who was going to get pincered first, right? Like
Yes.
it was going to be either one of the two players up there. Like either
It was going to be Olaf or Tarek.
Yeah, that's insane. What a way to end a round. And everybody, I agree, like Tarek's playing very well. The fact that he sort of held it up, but then Brokey, he could have also tried to slow play that, right? But instead he's there right on time. What a strange scenario. Now they look like they're double boosting up there. Yeah, just the double boost. Nico and Rain. So they were expecting a fast play out of EG, I guess, towards Catwalk.
It's a weird shoulder peek. Olaf really playing with fire. Gonna back away after the small engagement. No damage dealt on either side. 3-round lead for FaZe.
Oh, Nico. He's there. Flash for the setup. He's going to get the kill immediately, turning around, and the Molotov there to buy some time, and they're going to try and grenade him, and that'll be successful. Some damage dished out there, but not maybe quite the effect that I think FaZe were hoping for. Oh, Stan.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a late wander into the fire. Ooh, and a follow-up nade as well. Olaf's got that one. Still one more Krieg to deal with on Cirque. And Cirque has to know that Olaf's still stuck around somewhere. Flashbang out in the sky. 2 great headshots for Cirque. That forces Brokey and coldzera into a rotation, but it also allows Ethan to slip into the B bomb site. He can have a very deadly flank.
Or just bring the bomb back here. I think that's what they're doing. Like, either one would have worked, right? They could have taken A and gone for that, and it would have been a flank. That's a nice long-range shot. coldzera, no chance. Yeah, you did. It's perfect. Brokey in a 1 versus 3. It's a quick reaction to take down Cirque and picks up the Krieg. You could defend trying to go for this. I mean, they don't have all the money in the world, but
I don't think they're going to be able to buy next round no matter what. So maybe if you Brokey can stick around and kind of peer in towards the window and grab one more, but it's not going to happen. Follow-up smoke, follow-up Molotov, and he bails out.
It's like an individual decision, right?
Yeah.
Like, depends on how, if you're feeling really confident, maybe you go for it. But now, yeah, AWP as well. Yeah, that's a big pickup.
Well, Brokey can rebuy an M4. Nico can drop an M4. Or FAMAS.
Do you want to see them go for it? I guess that's a question.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't be against it in this scenario.
They've been playing like way more structured Counter-Strike and less crazy force-up Counter-Strike.
Yeah, but we've seen some pop flashes that haven't exactly quite been there.
That's true. So maybe this is, I mean, this could also just be, we don't know about the map pool for this current iteration of the team, right?
I say you go for it. You can get the AWP, you can get two M4s on the board.
It is tempting.
I say you just do it. Couple SMGs, couple Deagles. I guess the question would be how confident are they in their Dust2? Nico being very vocal during this timeout.
Well, it looks like you're of one mind with them at the moment, Jason. They've got the M4s picked up.
Yeah, we've seen worse buys work out.
Oh, definitely.
But this is it is a little risky. It's like right on their line, right? I mean, if they lose this and all the money's gone, then EG can really climb up and take the lead in this first half. But I don't mind this whatsoever.
Those are some really great engagements from Zerg.
M4 on coldzera, M4 on Brokey, AWP on Nico. The one thing they are missing, as you mentioned with the structured Counter-Strike earlier, not really a whole lot of utility. This is going to have to be Braun winning this round versus Brain. But all three rifles are in middle and the B bomb site, and they have the correct call. Brokey's going to need some help.
They're very segmented, man. He's entirely alone. The help is not going to get here in time. He has to get at least a double kill on his own here. Takes down Breeze as well and sees the bomb. He knows. And now backup's being called for it. They're being very slow to turn the corner. EG, they must clear him out of here right now. Tarek almost getting taken out. And Brokey standing on his own. A fantastic triple kill. I would have settled for 2 in that scenario, but that is absolutely brilliant.
Well, you're just seeing a glimpse of why they're so positive about this guy. What a skill set. Able to hold the bomb site, anchor it down on his own. 3 kills from a tough scenario. And again, from EG, it's not great trading. It's almost like they expected this kill to come out. Where's the follow-up fight? It takes 2 seconds for Breeze to turn the corner, and after that, it's a couple more. I think Nico maybe bought him that time for the 3rd kill. The headshot through the door. I would have liked to have seen that from his POV, but well, what a spectacular showing from Brokey.
At least some of the time when you actually try and take that fight in the corner, right, you even have a T player that's up on the box so that just jumps over. And if that happens, you've got no way out, really, if you're in the corner. But back to pistols and EG, they really had them pinned in so nicely. They've done all the hard work, and it might be falling apart here at the end anyway. Because now they're back to pistols. FaZe don't have an amazing economy, but if they make it out of this round with most of the rifles alive, that could change.
It might be the first time they could establish some economy. Set themselves up for the last 3 rounds of the half. Molotov going to slow things down on Catwalk. All 5 players for EG are bunched up here. But again, it's just the 2 flashes in the P250 on Stanislaw. I think his teammates are going to get absolutely slaughtered before he even gets a chance to involve that P250 in the action. coldzera in spawn is blind, but the Glock just doesn't do enough damage. And now the AK-47 holding the line. There's the P250, though. Good shots. Everything else, though, kind of slipping away. Nico going to take this fight. Olaf's going to win it, but the bomb does get planted. So mission accomplished if you're EG.
Yeah, 2 kills on a bomb plant. That's pretty good. You even got a run boost in there with Tarek leading it, probably with a GoPro on his head. Just getting all that content out of it. It's working out well. 8-4, and that's about the best you could hope for, I think, if you're EG. The bomb plant means everybody's got so much money to work with. Actually, it's quite helpful with the bomb plant in this particular scenario.
Yeah.
And we're leading the round number 13 here.
The 2 kills is helpful as well. A couple players on FaZe. Well, actually, just one is really in critical economy, coldzera, but Nico not able to build up a whole lot. $1,500 on him. So you have a situation with 3 rounds left where you can still cause the economy of FaZe to collapse and maybe scrounge out 1 extra round right at the end. I mean, this can still be a good half from both teams. Or position, I mean, it's already going to be a good half for FaZe, but it could be a dominant half for FaZe, or it could just be a good half for EG on this T side.
Yeah, I think that's what they have to sort of look for right now. But yeah, even if they get up to like, you know, a couple of more rounds, it's still pretty solid. Could still make a lot happen. Nico obviously top fragging on Nuke, and now also leading the board here on Dust2, which is just, yeah. I guess that used to be half of the course watching any game when Nico was playing, but it's been a while now. People have been making memes on on the internet.
Well, we were wondering how long it would take for Nico to get like pissed off that his stock was kind of falling as an individual. Remember, he'd like spent like 2-3 years in the conversation of like one of the top 3 players in the world, and this year was the first time where I think he wasn't like a lot of it spent. Yeah.
Like, he was going downhill, and then suddenly he just even became Hunter's cousin for a while. Like, don't even, you know. But now...
He's back.
Now he's back. Which is frightful for anyone who's playing against him. I bet a lot of you are like, thank God we don't have to deal with that guy.
Well, listen, Nico and Olaf in this game so far have both won 100% of their opening duels. They're 6-0 in opening fights, opening engagements.
That seems almost impossible, but yeah, fair play. How do you deal with that? Oh, and they're trying to run boost right. At least they actually jumped over the grenade. I guess that's something. Flashbang for the peak as well. And Rain, not even greedy. It's such a tiny detail, but he could have tried to stick and fight for that, but just happy to get that one, and that's the kind of Counter-Strike you actually like to see. Even if it's like a, 75% chance he gets the follow-up kill.
I count that as an opening engagement win for Nico, thanks to the flashbang.
Fair enough. Listen, I'll let you have that one.
Well, he's got the
means
off
a
as
lot
well.
too.
He's going to have a real good time. Rain getting that nasty little off angle around the smoke. Oh, they turn the corner. They can't do anything about it through the smoke. He's got 4 in the round. The pistol's out. That's all 5. A 9th round for FaZe and dominance from the defense.
That is actually just great. That smoke, it lands on the boost box down there, but it's just enough to make it really tricky on them.
Well, this is how we're starting to see defense. We've seen this for some time as defenders start to slide around the smoke in this fashion. It doesn't always work this well, but I mean, all 5 kills for Rain, 3 flash assists for Nico in the round.
Yeah, that's not bad. Really lightning fast smoke here for the potential B split. Tarek going to be leading the charge with the MAC-10. It's the 14th round, and this is all they have, the MAC-10, and it's done. Like, that MAC-10's already gone. The other part of this push couldn't even make it through the smoke. Like, they really want to, but that Krieg on the other side, that's, you really don't want to be facing that. Like, even if the sergeant's yelling at you, it's like, yeah, but...
Really, though?
Really? Just don't really want to make it through that smoke at all.
Why don't you go first, Sarge?
Yeah, you just try and take a quick look, and I'll be right there.
Yeah, just one step behind you.
Maybe that's what they were doing. Like they were doing like rock paper scissors. Who goes first on the other side? And then Tarek is like, guys,
please help me. Brokey's crossed over. Rain at the corner. Cirque's got the angle. Ooh, got to be careful with those shoulder peaks. The Molotov is out. They're gonna let him sit in it for a second. Follow up flashbang and Cirque. Yeah, I mean he took more damage than you would have liked. Smoke into the choke point as well to provide some safety so they can cross over. I'm so like nerd happy that FaZe is looking this good.
Yeah, it's something that we've just been waiting for such a long time.
This is currently, I mean, depending on which ranking system you're going to look at, #1 on HLTV, #2 on ESL's ranking. AEG ranked that high, and FaZe is just kind of brushing him aside. First on Nuke, now Dust2 looking strong as well, at least for the first half.
Oh, Breeze, that looked like a fight that you could be winning.
Still got his perfect record.
No, you're right. Still just continuing. Some sort of curse working against EG at the moment. Nico ready and waiting, and that's a 2-for-1 shot. He does a lot of damage, and Ethan will go down as a result. And that's, right through the box as well. Tarek out of the round, and now Cirque trying to fight his way back into 1 versus 5. It's not going to happen. 11-4 in favor of FaZe in the first half here on Dust2. That's outrageous.
Yep, Yanko going to sit back with his coffee and just chill. We'll be right back after the break.
Don't take me to a place I know, somewhere I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby you feel like home. feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know. Cause baby, you feel like home.
They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you dry, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stories. It's the only way to live. Oh, fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. Cause no one really gives.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 11-4 in the first half in favor of FaZe. They won a nuke as well, quite decidedly, and now they're not that far away from taking it away on Dust2, and that would actually just defeat Evil Geniuses in this best of 3, which is... It's not so much that that's happening, it's like the way that it's happening right now. It's kind of shocking.
It would definitely be a statement to win 2-0, but add on to that, all the smiles as you've been dominating EG throughout this series. So what a way to start IEM Beijing if this is what you're going to look like. 11-4 lead for FaZe as they switch sides. Every single player in double digits. And listen, we mentioned Olaf and Nico winning all 6 of their opening duels at one point during that first half. Well, FaZe as a team has won 13 of 15.
Yeah, how do you deal with that? So every time you go for a fight anywhere, you're going to get shut down. Flashing their way into the fight. I think Cold Zero might have been blind, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get the kill anyway. And Cirque, it's a great idea to try and, like, he almost had to do that, or they were going to lose the A-bomb side, and they might do that anyway. Ethan and Tarek have shown up right at the edge, and Brokey will take one down, and Rain with the peak, the P250. There's a bit of a team flash, and that actually keeps Tarek alive, but they don't need to fight right now. Just get the bomb plant down. Stanislaw will take down Nico, but still a 2-on-3, and Stanislaw trying to follow it up. That's some weird mistakes coming out of FaZe right here. Stanislaw just continuous fight. Rain will end up winning it, and Brokey with the double as well.
Yeah, who cares about mistakes when you're just going to shoot him in the head afterwards?
Fair play.
12-4. That's 14 of 16 openings now going the way of FaZe. Just brutal. I love that play from Rain. He's just creeping up long, and as soon as his teammates are wrapping out of catwalk, it's just like, you know, the attention of the defenders is going to be on that ramp. It's going to be towards Cat to try and take back this bomb site or take back control, some kind of control. And Rain just gets the opportunity for some backstabs.
EG with a buy into this round, and they come right through the smoke. And if you're Ethan, you just got to think, like, that's just not fair, is it? What am I meant to do at this point in time?
I don't know, ask Brokey.
Yeah. Stay in the corner. What did he even have, Ethan? Was it like a max 7 or something?
I didn't really notice. I think it was just a pistol. I think it was a P250.
All right, well...
Regardless, I mean, part of the reason why we don't know is because he didn't get a shot off, so...
Deagle, I guess.
Deagle. I was closer.
You were closer. Well, I mean... were you really, though?
It's in the pistol family.
Does that count? You're one of those people, Jason, that rolls like a 5 on the dice and say it was almost 6. Which is...
That makes sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's not even close, not even like close to being like reasonable.
Oh, well, 13-4 now. And EG's in one of those weird positions where you almost want them to like just take a round off of buying, but can you really blame them if Ethan does just reinvest? Like, they're so far back, they need to start winning.
Yeah, I
But they're obviously saying there's enough danger along the 4 people to make this doable, and then we'll get the rifles out in the next round and we'll just see what happens.
I honestly think, like, whether they buy or not in a round like this, and they're just going to call the same thing. Saying Stanislaw this time with the UMP. Ooh, it's a nice lineup for him. That's pretty good. Cirque showing up at the doorway. Yeah, but he can't stick around for very long. I was going to say, you almost judged that based on the outcome, right? Rain flashed and pushing through. Brokey trying his best to hold on to this one, but he's going to get shut down, and that works in spite of the limited investment. Wow.
The 2 kills from Stanislaw are so massive. Take so much strength out of that hit.
Well done.
FaZe trying to be a little bit cocky.
Well, I even liked that call. I even think that was
okay.
I think that was a bit of a power play, but
I wonder where that flashbang went. We heard it pop, but obviously Stanislaw not blind whatsoever.
yeah, he just...
They've had a couple flashbangs like that in this game. FaZe has.
Yeah.
Just barely missed the mark.
I don't know. Like I said, it might just be like a map pool kind of thing. You know, it's like, you know, it's not like they don't know Dust2, but just as a team, maybe some slight adjustments there.
It obviously hasn't caused any major problems for them. Oof, nice find over the smoke. Stanislaw goes investigating and gets his head taken clean off. And Nico with the Kree gonna control the spray down very low. Ethan's moved into position. I think they spotted it. He's at about half HP, just below it. But he can't challenge the B bomb site. That's the important part. He knows Nico's still in mid. He'll get another kill, a follow-up frag. So a 3-on-3, but the bomb site is lost and the bomb will be planted.
Yeah, that's a huge issue. Cole going to be walking past here, and they're going to have to go for a retake with just 3 flashbangs. Ethan on less than half health. But you have to, I mean, you have to go for this, right? At 13-5, what else could you really do? Smoke actually picked up there, I think, to try and create a bit of a gap. And here come the flashbangs to set it up. But Cole, before they even turn the corner, Ethan goes down. And now Breeze trying to follow it up. A lot of damage inflicted to him, and he's going to be dropping right afterwards. No chance for the retake here. And another round for FaZe, 14-5. I do want to point out, just a bit of a tiny detail, but after they get the opening kill, Rain right over the smoke to take down Stanislaw, Nico puts up that smoke in CT spawn, and then he peeks before it pops. And that is so frustrating if you're that CT player, because even in your mind, like, it's not you've never seen the trick before, but in your mind, there's like that feeling of like, oh, I've got smoked off. I have to get close to the smoke so I can do something, and then you know, he just takes you right out spraying through it. It's very frustrating. It's a cool trick.
Yeah, painful timing. Double op setup switched into out of desperation. Tarek's going to find a kill with the AWP, but that's just a trade back from Stanislaw, who goes down first. Brokey's going to start challenging again. There's the op, the peek. Oh, the miss. Just narrowly missed. And Brokey's so close up, he can punish, but there is an AWP in CT spawn. He didn't realize it. He didn't know it was Cirque with the op. There's 2 smokes now. One is picked up on Rain.
And look, they have so much time. And Nico's, you know, maybe just going to go check out the B-bomb site. So they actually just don't want to commit to it. Nico and Ethan, that could be the deciding fight in this round. And it's AK versus UMP. Nico's got a lot of positions to clear, and he's doing it very, very carefully. And Ethan just hoping that he's going to get the edge here, playing in the doorway. I guess it's going to be hard for Nico to check that when he comes through.
I don't even think he wants to check it. I think he wants to wait and see if someone's going to come in through the doors or through the window. Obviously, he's just going to have to sit there the whole time because he's too close to that doors to make the cross. If he's going to cross, he needs to go back along that wall and use the range of the AK-47, but obviously just planning on waiting until his teammates get close enough by to drop that smoke in the doors. So just a patience game, and Ethan's going to lose it. He's going to lose that patience. Oh, but he's going to win the fight. That is a huge battle to win, and Nico's going to be frustrated.
Yeah, that's a very, very rare mistake, I mean, especially given how he's been playing in this game so far. Don't get to see that a lot. That looked like it was going to be the round-winning move right there. Ethan now with the AK picked up. It's a great follow-up from him. And finally, Cole will take him down. But there's only 10 seconds left, so there's nothing really he can do. I mean, even going for this, they're surely going to run him down as he's planting. There's the run-through, and Breeze will drop him. And EG get to stay alive a little bit longer. That was
uncharacteristic.
Very uncharacteristic, yeah.
Yeah, I think even Ethan, that smile at the end probably kind of just tells him, you know, he knows he got away with one. 14-6. Still a long way to go for EG. But I think they've weathered the storm at least early on. They've survived this initial hurdle. They get some money, and they finally take it all away from FaZe, who can't buy without that plant.
some very scrappy rounds, right? There's Stanislaw with a W&P kill. There's that little mistake here from Nico. So there's just all kinds of things that are keeping EG in it. And it has to be more convincing than that, right? Like some of these round wins that are coming up now for EG surely have to be more in their favor, where they really shut it down. Like especially, double AWP. You want some rounds where either AWP just, or maybe both in a round, just pick up a kill early on and you're like, that's it. 5 versus 3. They haven't even touched us. That kind of round is probably what EG would love right now. And not just a long, drawn-out battle.
They're not going to get it for free. 16-9 on Nico. 21 kills on Rain. Ooh, and he's actually won that battle to the corner and just peeked straight up before the Molotov. Deals great amount of damage. Breeze down to 38 and Cirque at 78.
That's very effective. They were waiting for that Molotov to stay there a little while. Shoulder peek. Cirque not quite. Oh, but the re-peek into the creek. We've talked about that a fair bit. And all of us may be ready for more. He wanted that fight against Breeze.
It just shows you how confident players are in the creek that you'll just straight up sacrifice Rain like that just for Olaf. Not even to progress anywhere, just to get the angle with that creek. That has got to be a frustrating nightmare for so many of the AWPers in today's game.
Yeah, it does make things just a tad bit more complicated. Scout and pistols in play right now. 50 seconds on the clock. Just a very limited amount of options right now for FaZe. You have to imagine that whatever it is they're going to be calling now, it's going to have to be sort of an all-in because they have 2 smokes, right?
I think they go to the B bomb side. I think you just walk out mid, maybe. They're going to head up towards Catwalk for this scout, but you can do the double smoke in towards CT spawn and see what kind of progress you can make, or you can do the smoke wall towards the A bomb site and try and get that plant. Or you can do one of each.
Yeah, they find some middle ground.
They find door number 3.
Tarek, I mean, even against the scout, he's going to have a big advantage here.
Oh, dear.
He gets tagged a bit, and now they're hunting for him. And he hasn't connected with a shot yet. 9 seconds, and the bomb will be planted. Still, how do you hold this with Deagles and a scout? EG actually are lacking some grenades, which is making me very nervous indeed. Nico with a chance, and that Deagle on him is, I mean, scout and Deagle. He's got everything right now. Just scoping down towards long. Going to be a bit of a flashbang to set up for the early peak. And oh, he actually takes down Breeze. Following up with a headshot. And Brokey will do it as well. It's now all on Ethan. And he's already got the one, but Cold Sear is out there. And Ethan, yeah, he has to force the fight. And Cold is just going to fall back. He wants to draw him far away from the bomb site. No. And that is it. There's no chance. I think he knew there was never going to be any kind of a way to escape that. And now Cold is even hunting for him. Relentless to try and catch Ethan, who just wants to stay alive with that deep, with that. Oh no, the turnaround even. He takes the AWP away too. That's heartbreaking.
Let's go back to Nico's magic. That was unreal.
Yeah.
He was half blind, at least, on the scout shot, but the follow-up deagle is something ridiculous. Look at this. Oh, right there. One dig right to the face of Tarek, and that's got to be frustrating. 15-6.
If he'd done that in reverse, that would have been the K-sharp move, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Good point. That's a throwback.
Legend, of course.
Well, 3 quick kills for FaZe at the start of this round as EG gets into
a
really tough spot. Yeah, Ethan's got a kill. That's not going to make him too happy, though. It's 15-6. They've got to win 9 in a row to force OT, and they've got to start with a 1 versus 4.
He was trapped by the Molotov. So he was just lined up against
you sick bastard.
He was just lined up against the wall. He just couldn't even escape.
How sadistic you've gotten in your old age.
Yeah, I know. Tarek, yeah, and I'm not even that old yet, so just think about how it'll be in 10 years.
I like this. Brokey, low HP.
Sacrifice
hazing ritual. Doesn't matter if you die, you've got no health to fight with, so go find some information. And he's going to find it.
That's all they wanted. Smoke off 40 seconds. Tarek running down the middle, and he's going to lose that fight 16-6 as FaZe will take down EG on 2 maps and in a very powerful fashion. This new version of FaZe is looking so deadly.
They found some level of confidence that is making them so deadly. Not only that, but on an individual